Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chocolate Beauty 81. I am a YouTuber. I'm also known as an influencer and somewhat of an educator. And today I want to talk to you about the importance of YouTube studios. This video is meant for people who are in the beginning stages of starting a YouTube channel. Maybe you've already started. Maybe you've already filmed your first video and you post it. The reason why I think that it's very important that I did this video is because a lot of YouTubers don't really understand how the platform works and really understand what is going on with their video, why it's not being seen. Maybe there's something going on with the video and they don't know how to check to see if, if they are in violation of their account, to see if something had happened, or the ranking, or how long, if their video is grasping a certain audience. And the best way to go about finding your audience is to make sure that you guys understand YouTube Studio. And it's very important that you understand and download YouTube Studio because, number one, you need to make sure that you're checking to see you're making sure that you're checking to see if anything is in violation, how your video is doing. YouTube Studios is an awesome platform. It really just gives you the forecast of how your video is doing, how long people are actually watching your video, the ranking of the video. Once you start putting videos up, they will tell you what number it ranks out of all your videos. It will tell you how many subscribers you have. It will also tell you how each video is doing at all times, so you can keep track of all of that. And also through YouTube Studio is how you're able to promote your YouTube videos to Google Ads. So we're going to go over a few things and why it's so important for a new YouTuber to really pay attention to those things, and why you need to see if people are watching your video or not. So I wrote a few notes down. I will suggest that you download the YouTube Studios to all of your devices. You can access it through your desktop, and which I believe is the best way to go about it, is through your desktop. But to make life easier, it's best to just download it everywhere so you can have it. You can have access to it at all times. For those of you who are on YouTube, welcome. I do have my TikTok up, but I'm doing both at the same time. I want to make sure that I'm educating my audience. This is something that my TikTok family is already used to getting this information from me, but I felt like it was time for me to bring this information to my YouTube platform. Okay, so the importance of downloading the app, the importance of making sure that you have it, that you look at it through your desktop. Number one, you downloading the app, you do not have the full extent of seeing the YouTube Studios through your applications, through your device. Like, say for instance, you have an iPad, you have a phone, you have a notepad, and you download it. You can only do but so much on there. There's a lot that you can do, but the best things to make changes, if you want to edit your videos, if you want to change your title, if you want to change your thumbnail, you can do that all through your device. But as far as getting messages from YouTube and knowing where your video stands, it's best to have the YouTube Studios and look at it through your computer. You should be checking it every single day, especially if you're serious about making content and getting somewhere with your platform. And it's a really helpful tool. So anyway, so I'm going to go over a few things on why it's so important to download YouTube Studios, and why it's very important for you to also look at your computer. But we're going to talk about like the basic of it first. It gives you the analytics that you need. It tells you the demographics. It tells you how long people have viewed your video. Like I said, the ranking of your video, the average time, how many people have subscribed to your page, how many subscribers you have lost. And it also it also allows you to see how an ad is doing. Say, for instance, you decide to promote something on the app, or promote one of your videos on the app. You can check how it's doing, and usually you could tell, when it's going on the rise, and when people are stopped clicking on your 5 second or 30 second advertisement. You know when to take that video down. So that is some way, that's the benefits of having access to YouTube Studios. And what a lot of people do, which I made this mistake because I knew nothing about YouTube Studio. I didn't know anything about promoting my ads. I didn't really understand how to look to see what the audience is watching versus what they are watching, because this is something that's very important too with YouTube Studio. If you find that your audience like a particular video that you're doing and they do not like another particular video that you're doing, it kind of gives you the direction of what kind of content you need to put out on YouTube. So that is the benefit of having the YouTube Studios. The forecast is very important, because especially if something is doing well, if you're doing a video that is a trending topic and you know that it's something that's hot, and you see a lot of people just writing about it, and if you learn the ways to do your thumbnail correctly and put the correct titles in, and you do the video and then you put it out and it's not doing well, you will know what to do. The YouTube Studio will tell you how that video is doing. You have the opportunity to also you can also adjust it, because it tells you about the age of the people that is watching your video. So if your content is catching the mature adults, then you know that you're going to have to probably change your content. If that's where your audience is, that's where your audience is. If you're finding that your crowd is a lot younger, maybe they're in the ages of 18 to 30, then you need to make sure that you're doing stuff that's appealing to them. And the way that you can tell is by looking at your YouTube Studio. Every single video that you have, it will be posted, and you can click on the dashboard and you can see how each video is doing. But what YouTube does is the latest video that you put up, it will tell you everything about that video, and that will be the top video that's right there on the top, and it will tell you everything. That, like I said, the average time, the ranking, and the average time that somebody watched it, the ranking, and the views. And the reason why you need to pay attention to the average time of somebody's watching your video, like say for instance, you have a 30-minute video, but people are only watching 3 minutes of the video, you may need to cut back on how long your videos are. That is the beauty of having the YouTube Studio. If your video is too long and you're noticing that the audience that you're capturing is only watching 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and your video is an hour long, you need to cut it back. You need to go and look at their video and maybe cut back on all your videos and try to fit that time until you get to a place where people are just viewing your content. So, that's the reason why it's so important to have YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio has so much involved, so much going on in there. There is a Google class for it that goes into depth of the analytics of it all, but we're just going to be talking about the basics, and you really only need to know the basics right now. Getting into which video is doing good versus it's not doing good, I will pay attention to the average time that somebody is watching your video, and once that video starts to decline in average time, you need to change that video. So that's something that you also need to do. Hello to everybody that is in here. Hello, welcome to this live. We're talking about the importance of the YouTube Studio and what it's for. And if you are somebody who is who's in the process of making a YouTube channel, or if you already made a YouTube channel but you do not really understand how the platform works, downloading the YouTube Studio application and making sure that you're going to your desktop to to look at your YouTube studio. It is crucial to how successful your channel will be. It is crucial. I wasted a lot of time not paying attention to my YouTube studio, and then when I start paying attention, that's when things start to change around for me. Okay, so the reason why I tell people that they need to at least go to their laptop once a day to check their YouTube studio is because a lot of the features that's on the desktop is not available on the application. Now, both you can fix your thumbnails. Like I said, you can fix your title. You can change. You can make your video private. You can oh, that's a beautiful thing about it too. You can make your video private. You can make your video public, or if you want to only have certain people to have access to that video, you can make an access code, and only the people that could view your content are the people that you give that content to. So you can change it to that setting as well, and you can also always change your video to be a private video. So the difference in between using the YouTube studios on your application versus on your desktop gives you information that your phone and your iPad and your notepad won't give you. Like, say for instance, if you notice that a video is not doing well, and you're something is wrong on your, hi everybody that's coming in, hello, welcome in. I'm sorry, I'm just in the groove and I'm just talking. Welcome to everybody that is on my TikTok. Hello to all. But the reason why it's so important for you to have access to your desktop when you're having YouTube Studio, if you are in violation of something, if there is a copyright infringement on your video, you will find it on your YouTube desktop. It will tell you that this video cannot be monetized, and this is very important too, and that's why I tell people YouTube Studio is a lifesaver. It will tell you in advance that this video will not be monetized because of copyright infringement. The good thing about copyright infringement, if you're using a little bit of the video, like say for instance, you're using the introduction to your video, and that's the problem, well, you can mute that part and they will take off the demonetization off of your account. And once you get to that place where you're in partnership with YouTube, and you're able to monetize and do advertisements, it will be something that you already dealt with, or in the beginning time when you started your YouTube channel. So that is one thing that you can change. That you change on your laptop. Another thing is if you want to promote a particular video, the way that you promote the video is you go through your YouTube studios, you go to your dashboard, actually you go to your videos, and then they give you a option somewhere on I wish I had a video I could show you, to where you could just push and it asks you if you want to promote your video, if you want to delete your video, or if you want to share your video, I believe. So that is the way that you're able to run an ad for your YouTube channel. Now, I will suggest, this is a freebie for this video. If you want to promote your video on Google Ads, I will suggest that you use ads without you use a video without your introduction. You want people to see you talking immediately. So if you want to promote something, I would suggest, if you do have an introduction, that for that video that you want to do advertisements for, that you do not put an introduction in there, because you only have 5 seconds to gain to capture the audience. You only have 5 seconds. That's it. Once that 5 seconds is over, if that 5 seconds is your introduction, they're not interested. They will move on. So make sure that when you're doing ads, that you are doing videos without your introduction, and you're just talking to the people so you can just get them in immediately. So You'll do your ad from there, and it will tell you how your ad is doing from there. It will tell you how your ad is doing on your YouTube Studios, on your app, on your all your applications. But you're able to stop it. You're able to increase it through the YouTube Studios. There's a way that you can do it and use it straight from your desktop, which you cannot do on your devices. You cannot do it on your phone. They do not give you that type of stuff. Say for instance, you have content that YouTube does not want on their platform. They will let you know in your YouTube Studio. They will send you an email as well, but you will find all that stuff on your thing. It will tell you, will put the cash things next to each video, saying that once you get into partnership, that video can be monetized. Now, say for instance, you're looking for monetization on YouTube. You're trying to figure out, how close you are to that monetization side of things. Well, you will find that information in the YouTube Studio, but you will only find that on your desktop. There is a section at the bottom where it tells you where you stand as far as being able to go live. So you have to have 1,000 people in order to go live on your phone. Through your devices. You can do it through the laptop. You can go live through your laptop, and you need 1,000 subscribers to get to be able to go live. And then you also need 4,000 hours in order to get into the partnership with YouTube. Well, they will tell you how long, how much time you have. Say for instance, you only have 500 hours to go. They will tell you. There is a meter that tells you how close you are. So I keep track of that. It's very important that you keep track of that, especially if you are a serious YouTuber, and that can all be found in the YouTube Studio. Okay, so you can promote your ads from there. They will tell you the ranking of your video, how long your video is, how many subscribers you have. They'll tell you the age group that's watching your content. They will also tell you where your audience is coming from. If your audience is coming from, say for instance, Facebook, you do an advertisement on Facebook, and they go through your link through there, or you're just putting your stuff through all your social media platforms, the YouTube Studio will tell you which site you're getting the most views from. So say for instance, you're getting the most views on your Twitter, but I will suggest that you promote them on all, but you need to make sure that you're always going to whatever platform that's giving you the most views first, so you can put it there first. That will be the first place that you want to put it at. It will also tell you if the video is on a decline. If your video is not doing that great, you'll be able to see that. There's so many different things that's going on with the YouTube Studio. But for anybody who is in the beginning process of starting a YouTube channel, you need to make sure that you're keeping track of how many subscribers you're gaining, how many you're losing, how much time they're spending on looking on your videos. If your videos, like I said, is 20 minutes, 30 minutes long, and they're only watching 5 minutes, make sure that you make content that is closer to that time, like maybe like 10 minutes. Try to figure out your audience, and YouTube Studios is where it's at. That's where you'll find your audience. So is there anything else? Just make sure that you stay on top of your YouTube Studio, because it can make and break you. Like, it can tell you when you need to put out new content. If your videos is not doing well and you can go live, I would suggest that you go live. If you are somebody who video is not doing well and you have other content that you've already edited, put it up immediately, because you do not want to lose your ranking. You do not want to lose the momentum to your page, because it's so easy to lose momentum on your page. So easy, so easy, so easy. So you need to make sure that you're number one, that you're engaging with your audience, and also too, you're able to control your comment section from your YouTube Studios from your phone. You'll be able to like figure out and filter all your things on your YouTube Studio. It's so important that you guys download YouTube Studios to your devices, so you can at least know how each video is doing. You don't have to be on the front of the desktop. The only thing that you'll see on the desktop is information if your videos get demonetized, like I said. Also, if you are if you how far away are you from having partnership. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry. So that is pretty much it. Please make sure that you guys download YouTube Studios. It's very important that you do that if you want to start your page. You want to get ahead of the stumbling blocks that I had. If somebody really took the time out to really explain to me the importance of like knowing when a video is doing bad versus when a video is doing good, and you can't really control what the audience is watching, but you can control how long you leave that content up, or how long you're going to wait until you post your next video. If you're just somebody who's doing YouTube for fun, I mean, I would still download the app anyway, so you will know when to put out new content. But YouTube Studios has a lot to it. The analytics on there is fantastic. It tells you so much more. It goes into detail of which country watches your things. And you can also look at the demographics on there. There's so many different things that you can look at. Like your content is hitting in different demographics, and you'll be able to tell you on there. So this is like the first this is part 1. I'm going to do another video on YouTube Studios going into more depth, into more detail, but you need to download it. Please, it is very important for you guys to pay attention to how long people are watching your videos and where the ranking of your video. The reason why when I say ranking, let me explain each one. Ranking is when it tells you where that video ranks in your own videos, not for the videos that has the same content, but your videos. If you put out a video right now and it's ranked number 10 and you just put it out yesterday, or you put it out 4 days ago, it's time for you to make new content, because that means that there's 9 more videos that's already posted on your wall or already posted on your channel that's doing better than the current video that you have. That's why ranking is so important. Make sure that it ranks number 1, unless it's a viral video that is still hot topics and people are still searching for it. My video for Basketball Wives, when I was doing the reviews for that, that video, the video that I did for OG, it still get views. It still gets views. So sometimes that video goes up to number 1, sometimes it's not, but it's always in my top 5. It's crazy how people are still watching that video, and it's been about 4 months. Average time. Okay, I explained average time to you. It tells you how long somebody has viewed your stuff, but it also keeps track of how many views you had in a month. Like, say for instance, you're trying to get a goal of getting 500 views on your channel every single day, or 500 views on your channel every month. It will tell you where you stand. It tells you not only the viewership that you get on your video, but also where you're at right now with your content. Like, I had 1 point something K. I can't even remember what it was, but I keep track of that stuff. You know, I had an increase of my subscribers, and that's something important too, because if you're losing subscribers, you need to find out why you're losing subscribers. Where are you doing your ads at? What's going on? Which audience did you lose? You can find all that out on YouTube Studios. It's very important that you keep track of that. And you can also disable a video from there. So That's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a class real quick to just explain the YouTube studios and the analytics. It's pretty much a forecast of how your channel is doing. Make sure that you guys are paying attention to it. Look at it. If you are somebody who is serious about creating content, if you're serious about creating a platform, keep track of it. Keep track of it. You don't have to be obsessed with it, but I would at least watch it once a day to see where you stand with the video, and it will tell you when it's time for you to make another one. All right, you guys, thank you for watching my latest video. Hopefully I will see you next week. Thank you, YouTube.